Let's talk about something everyone does but nobody wants to discuss. You poop every day, sometimes twice, sometimes desperately, sometimes not at all when you need to. And yet somehow, in all the years of school, doctor visits, and unsolicited life advice from relatives, nobody ever sat you down and explained how to do it properly. That stops today. Because it turns out, most of us have been getting this very basic human function completely wrong. And science has the receipts. Before we get into solutions, let's get one thing straight. Not all poops are created equal. Researchers actually developed a clinical tool called the Bristol Stool Scale to categorize the 7 types of stool the human body produces. Type 1 looks like hard, separate lumps, a sign your body is holding on too long. Type 7 is entirely liquid, the opposite problem entirely. The sweet spot you're aiming for sits right in the middle, type 3 or 4. Smooth, sausage-shaped, easy to pass. If that description made you realize you haven't hit that target in a while, keep watching. Now here's where things get interesting. The way you sit on your toilet is working directly against your body. The modern toilet was built for appearance and comfort, not biology. It places you at roughly a 90-degree angle, upright, feet flat, back straight, which sounds perfectly reasonable until you understand what's happening inside. Deep in your digestive tract, where the rectum connects to the anal canal, there's a natural bend called the anorectal angle. When you sit upright, that angle stays partially kinked, like a garden hose someone pressed a foot on. Your body then has to fight against that restriction every single time you go. That's where the straining comes from. That's why it takes longer than it should. And over time, that unnecessary pressure is what leads to hemorrhoids and other problems most people assume are just part of getting older. The fix is simpler than you'd expect. Human beings spent the vast majority of their existence squatting, knees above hips, body low to the ground, a position that naturally straightens the anorectal angle and opens the pathway completely. You don't need to redesign your bathroom to replicate this. Placing your feet on a small step stool while sitting on your toilet is enough to shift your body into a position that makes elimination noticeably easier. Research supports this. In a study tracking over 50 participants across hundreds of bathroom sessions, more than 90% reported less straining when using an elevated foot position, and over 70% finished faster. That's a meaningful difference for something that costs almost nothing to try. Posture is just the beginning, though. There's another habit silently sabotaging your bathroom experience, and you're probably doing it right now. Your phone. Every extra minute you spend scrolling on the toilet is another minute of unnecessary pressure building on your rectum. Your body sends a signal when it's ready. That signal has a window. When you sit there distracted for 10 or 15 minutes instead of 3, you're not being efficient, you're doing damage. The bathroom is one of the few places where being quick is genuinely the healthier choice. Movement outside the bathroom matters just as much as what happens inside it. Your digestive system responds directly to physical activity. When you move your body, you're also moving everything inside it. Food, gas, and waste all get gently pushed through your system at a faster rate. That means your intestines spend less time pulling water out of your stool, which keeps things softer and easier to pass. A short walk after meals, a light jog in the morning, even standing instead of sitting for part of your day. All of it adds up. If constipation is a recurring issue for you, movement is one of the first things worth looking at before reaching for any supplement or medication. Speaking of which, let's talk about what you're eating. Fiber is the most discussed solution for digestive issues, and for good reason, but most people don't realize there are 2 completely different types doing 2 completely different jobs. Soluble fiber, found in things like oats, bananas, and cooked carrots, dissolves in water and slows everything down. It regulates movement and adds a soft gel-like consistency to stool. This is what you want more of if your bathroom visits are too frequent or unpredictable. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, found in whole grains, leafy greens, and fruit skins, adds bulk and stimulates the colon walls to keep things moving. This is what helps when things have slowed down too much. Most people are getting too little of both, but the answer isn't to double your fiber intake overnight. Adding too much too quickly leads to bloating, gas, and discomfort. Introduce it gradually, give your body time to adjust, and pay attention to how it responds. While you're at it, pay attention to what's slowing things down on the other end. Dairy, alcohol, heavily processed foods, artificial sweeteners, and greasy meals are among the most common digestive disruptors, and most people never connect what they ate Tuesday night to how they feel Wednesday morning. A simple food diary changes that. Write down what you eat and note how your body responds over the following day. You don't need an app or a system. A notes page on your phone is enough. Patterns show up faster than you'd expect, and once you identify your personal triggers, you can make targeted adjustments instead of giving up everything you enjoy all at once. One more thing worth mentioning: hydration. Water is what keeps your entire digestive system functioning smoothly. Without enough of it, stool hardens, movement slows, and everything becomes more difficult. Most people are mildly dehydrated for most of the day without realizing it. Before you add supplements, change your diet, or buy any product, just drink more water consistently. It is the least complicated, most underrated fix on this entire list. So here's where you stand now. You know what a healthy result actually looks like. You know why your toilet has been working against you. You know how posture, timing, movement, fiber, and hydration all connect to create, or destroy, a good bathroom experience. That's more than most people ever learn about something they do every single day. Put a stool under your feet tonight. Drink a full glass of water in the morning. Go for a short walk after lunch. Small adjustments, made consistently, genuinely change things. And as always, if you're dealing with persistent digestive issues, your doctor is the right first call before making significant changes. Though elevating your feet probably doesn't require a referral. If this gives you something useful, hit like and subscribe.